Virgo, how you doing? Welcome to your monthly Gemini season reading. It's going to be for the next 4 weeks. I have done a reading on the elements and the qualities within Gemini and how it affects your sign and all Earth signs basically. You might want to go and see that. It's linked. It'll be linked at the top of my head at some point on a card. It's really good. It helps you to give an idea of where to push your energies and your elements and your forces, and what to really push on and what not to push on in life. So it will help you out in the readings that we do here on the Astroflower, because it's according to the Astroflower. Okay, let's just bring up your flower, shall we? Here we go. You've got that mutable, obviously, Earth with your pure Earth sign, and that Earth will consume the air. So I think it's a choice for you of how you interact with mentally with the world that is around you. And sometimes you can get conflictual things going on where you're converting your past to your future. On your relationship side, on your financial side, it's a little bit easier, but it sometimes can be a little bit difficult to see where your karmic path is. But anyway, let's just go on and see what's going on. We've got the overall energies here: karmic path for your relationship side, karmic path for your financial side, influence from the universe, influence from past self, future self, and your general outcome. You could also look at it in week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. But we will go through that all. Okay, so without further ado, let's just see what's going on for you. Here's your overall energies here. Let the petals open in. Let your life flower. So the overall energies here are trying to encourage your flower to open up. That you open up to the outside world. But be very clear about what you've got to offer the outside world. There is a big difference between acacia honey, because that's nectar, and let's say sunflower honey, which is pollen for the bees. And it's very distinct of what the bees are going after in order to get it. And I think this is where you need to be very crystal clear with your flower to open. Yeah, there is okay, so it is going into a whole new paradigm, and it could well be marriage, it could be connecting with another person, but it could also be a contract for a job if that's the most important thing for you. Whichever is the most important thing, if you're very clear about what you're going after, and that's where you get these two people celebrating in the background. They've got their 2 of Wands, one of them's got their 2 of Wands, and the other one's got their 2 of Wands, and it's putting two plans together. And I think this is where the overall energy is helping you to open up to the possibility of combining yourself or your connection with other people that are around you. Let's have a look what's on your karmic path, on your relationship side. This is where the clarity comes in, I think, because you get the water and fire going down there. And I think you have that capacity here to put in the emotions that really do concern you, and it's giving you a focal point. I think there's a focal point on your karmic path. Happiness. This is where your emotions will connect nicely with the passions that are coming through, and maybe it's actually gonna help this transition from what was before to what will be in regards to relationships. So if you're looking for relationships, or if you're looking for marriage or anything like that, it does bode very well here. But just make sure it's your happiness that is shining the light on your future more than anything else, and allow happiness to be your karmic path. Because it shines a light on you as well, but I think this is you shining your light more than anything else because of what was going on in the overall energies. What's the influence from the universe? I think the universe is trying to set up a situation where you have a balanced input receiving. So it's a fair exchange. I think that's what they're trying to do here. Queen of Cups, it's very, very joyous. There is no doubt about it. I think the reason it is joyous is because there is a certain organization that goes along with this. And you have that earth and fire on the outside and air and fire on the inside. And I think this is very, very productive. I think the outside, the universal energies around you is going to make you feel very infused and passionate about engagement in life around you. And this like backs up that sort of side of things there. Yeah, but it's about you, of how, you know, that fair exchange of putting your joyous energies into the world and getting that joyous energies of a return. I think it's very important. I think that's what the universe is trying to encourage within you, or within your life, as it were. On your past to future, this seems to be where the organization is coming into play. Seems a lot more squared off, which is quite nice because it plays well with the fixed elements that are within your sign. But it's sort of like organized, squared off. It's a good foundation. Now you get the moon. I think you've had to dig deep. We've seen that in the weekly reading last week. We've also seen that in your daily readings as well. And it's a learning curve that you're going through here. And it's bringing new, it has been bringing new things to the surface, new elements and new ingredients to your relationships that's made you actually have to kind of go, yeah, what about this? What about that? And I think that's what's that all, it's helped that organization of your happiness and is bringing you into that, of you bringing your plan together with another person. And I think you've been quite surprised by it all, really, more than anything else. Let's see what's going on in your future self. So this is what's egging you on after, you know, after the Gemini season here. Seems like fireworks to me. Like a celebration. It seems like, yeah, it's a very explosive and passionate thing. King of Cups. Look at that. If this isn't marriage, I don't know what is. Look at that. Look at that. That's absolutely amazing. Divine counterparts emotionally here. There is no doubt about it. Your future self is bringing you a lot of harmony, but that's where the overall energies are trying to bring in this happiness into your life and connecting with it. And this is that plain sailing. It really is sort of putting you into a position. And I think it's because of how you engage in life, putting yourself in a position which is very, very beneficial to make you feel at one and at ease and with your relationships that you have around you. Really, really, really beautiful here. A real divine counterpart sort of scenario. Let's see what's going on the general outcome of this month. Security and abundance, I think, within your heart more than anything else. Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, yes. A lot of security and abundance. It's also because you're focused, there's a focus on communication. You're nurturing your future. You're not seizing on opportunities too early in regards to relationships. You're taking your time. You're building that connection with another person in a very, very productive way. And it's, yeah, it opens the door to absolute abundance within your relationships around you. Because you've done that organization, because you've looked a little bit into the depths of yourselves, and it's brought you in line with someone or it's bringing you totally in alignment with someone in a very divine way. On your financial side, let's have a look what's going on in your karmic message. It's like layers of a book. It's like layers of a folder. It's organized, but it's also decompartmentalized. So you're not confusing every aspect. And here, I think if you're going for a job or a business, or you want a promotion, or you want to start a business, or if you want to do a project, I think here is getting your ducks in a row. That's what it seems to be like here. Yeah, the evident path here, the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. There's only one cup giving you the good stuff. And I think your karmic path is trying to keep you, although, there's loads of different cups on there, and that's part of the material world. There's loads of trials and tribulations in regards to jobs, business, and projects. But keeping your focus on what is evident for you to be going forward in. On the influence on the universe, the universe is bringing stuff into you, and I think it's bringing in like a mission. I think this is why you need to keep your eye on the goal in regards of the evident path that you should be going down. Yeah, there is a mission here, and I think this is, you've got the King of Swords down this side here. I think the universe is sort of saying, trust in your inner vision, trust in your wisdom and your personal judgment of the situation. The King of Swords is looking straight ahead. The Queen of Swords is looking to one side. You get a sort of not a straight ahead look. There's certainly the Queen of Cups is looking to one side. That's her engagement emotionally in the world around her. And on the King of Cups, he's slightly looking off to one side in a way. And this is because emotions do ebb and flow. But within the material world, and your mental side is really crystal clear in theory. That's what the universe is trying to help you to do here. Stay crystal clear for your project. From your past to your future, growth, building, working hard. Yeah, I think you've been concentrating on a lot on things, on this pathway that you should be going down. It may have given you the sensation that you were locked out of the world around you, or you were out on a limb in a way because you were concentrating. So you might have been investing in your future. You might have been doing a lot of interviews, therefore you're going to have to do a lot of traveling, therefore you're going to have to invest in those traveling, in the time and everything like that. And this investment that you've been doing, I think, is going to be paying off in a very, very beautiful way. In your future self, I think this is what's coming to the fore. I think it's the one cup. I think through this laser focus sort of way of dealing with your wisdom is bringing in a really sort of like a beautiful cup of energy. And we've seen this with you. And this seems to be like a continual thing. It's almost like sometimes a learning curve can take months. And it seems like it's a very consistent, slow, but consistent and worthwhile and rewarding pathway that you're taking. So it's a case of not putting all your eggs in one basket in regards to your financial world. It's pushing the boundaries, but without risking everything. It's not like putting everything on red or putting everything on black or all in, as it were, isn't the way of gambling. It's like, you're hedging your bets here in the future. And I think that's really, really important because it's seeing how things are panning out. You seem to have been investing in something, it could be a project or a business, and you need to see how the results of that in order before you can really push it. And I think you will see those results more in Cancer season than you will in this season here. What's the general outcome of here? I think this is the evident path really does, I think it becomes obvious for you, almost like happiness after difficulty in a way. Ace of Cups, this is what that cup is all about. That was what I was saying about that one cup there. It seems to be this is what comes out of the future. You're now seeing that in the past, it may have seemed like the business or the new job or the project or whatever you're doing, building a house, renovating a house, buying a house, whatever it is, it may have seemed a daunting task in the past, but now it's becoming very possible. It's also helping you to dream about the boundaries a bit, about how you're going to be pushing your boundaries in the coming future and really opening up the success of whatever is important to you in regards to the material world. Let's just see what the Light Seers cards had for us. Excuse me. With the Four of Wands, you get the Strength card. This, I think, your strength is in your organization. It seems to be playing across the board here, and you can have that consistent, fixed fire that comes in through you. That is playing on that fixed earth as well, that's coming in through you, and it depends on how much you invest, not only in your relationship but also within your financial side. I think you're going to be a good judge about how you invest your time, money, and effort, and emotions into life that is around you. I think that's what the overall energies are trying to encourage you. Being the best example of yourself is going to make you the happiest person. And you know, when you start doing something, Virgo, when you start trying to save the world, and sometimes you can get, you can get you can't quite see the wood for the trees, as it were. And I think this is where your learning curve from the past, and I think this is what that is all about. Your learning curve in your past is now on your karmic mission to be the best example of yourself, to really enjoy your happiness in regards to your relationships that are around you. With the Queen of Cups, you got a Tower. This could be someone proposing to you. It's a big enough tower, isn't it? It's something that radically changes your life. And I think it's possible that you have now feel more, the universe is trying to encourage you to be a lot more comfortable, and also within your divine counterpart. This is where the divine counterpart could come in the first week, meeting someone, real deep connection with another person, which is, it can be shocking to fall in love. That's why, it's like people say, you get struck by a thunderbolt. It's that sort of thing that seems to be coming in here. And you get the Queen of Wands with the Moon. I think this is where you have brought out a lot in you. It's brought a lot of passions out in you. And to sort of, I think it's almost as if, like, in the past, because it's brought a lot of stuff to the surface that may not necessarily been beautiful to look at, but some of it may have been absolutely gorgeous to look at. I think here in the past has made you sort of kind of go, right, in the future, I'm going to want my happiness. And I think this is really influencing you and your future. It's almost as if, like, you keep telling yourself, sort of saying, I want happiness in my life. And it is, look at this. The King of Cups with the death and rebirth. This is all to do with that. Look at that. For the divine counterpart. It is ultimately bringing in a really beautiful situation in your life, where it's a completely new episode. It's a completely new life, in a way, that's going on for you. And I think you're really, really going to enjoy it. Four of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles at the top there. So you've got 2 Four of Wands here. I think the general outcome of this is a real permanent connection with another person. And it's a connection that just keeps giving. It just keeps giving so much joy and beautiful emotions. On your financial side, with the 7 of Cups, you get the Judgment. Yeah, I think this is where you're realizing, you're responding to a calling here. With it's stronger than you. There's no denying it, and it's no denying that evident path that you should be going down. This is your ascension moment in life. You know, this is what you're building towards, and it's on your karmic path because it's so right for you. With the King of Swords, you get the Six of Cups. I think the universe here is sort of trying to sort of say to you, through that, the universe is trying to make you realize that beautiful wisdom and judgment that you have within you. And it's also trying to sort of say, it's always been there, Virgo. It's always been there. And I think that's what the universe is kind of going, it's almost sort of saying to you, do you realize how good you are? I think that's what the universe is trying to help you to, and it gives you, it's giving you faith in your future. I think that's what it's doing. Seven of Cups, again, this is what this focal point is all about. I think you've done a lot in order to see what the evident path is of where you should be going in life, what you should be doing, what sort of side of business you should be working on. I think you've been streamlining that in the past, and really now you've invested that time, money, and effort into it. It's now time to start doing it and living it. Yeah, doing it and living it. With the in the future self, pushing those boundaries by planting your seeds for your own success in the future. This is the mission you're going off on. And as I said, I think it is, I don't think it's the fastest of mission, but it's constant. And it's going to bring perpetual rewards for you as you go forward. And that's going to help you to dream. Because once you get this consistency within your career path or your business or your projects, that's when you can start opening the doors and sort of saying, well, now I'm secure. How can I take it to the next level? With the Page of Cups, you get the Two of Pentacles. It's revealing that pathway to you with the Two of Pentacles, because there's one Pentacles that's covered, that's unseen. And it's you making this choice to go after something that may have seemed impossible in the past. But now, if you're gonna go after something that's amazing in your life, if I was you. Because even if you get half of it, half of amazing will be great. But if you're looking for I want good, you may get it's not bad. Do you know what I mean? And this is where I think you've got to decide about it, and that's where the courage and the strength comes in the overall energy. And the Seven of Cups as well. It becomes so blatantly obvious for you that there isn't really a choice, but that choice comes out of seeing things working and allowing you to take it to the next level. Really good month for you, I think, Virgo. Very good month leading up to your birthday season. So, we're quite a little way off yet. And as time goes on, so during Leo and Cancer season, that's when you start sort of looking at the past, sort of saying, okay, what worked, what didn't work, and basically setting the goals for the coming year. But this is a really good wave of energy for you for the cresting wave for the year that has been before your birthday. There is that other video that talks about the elements and the qualities of the Gemini season. You may want to go and see that, where we delve a lot more deeper into the inner workings of the Astroflower. We've also got stuff on Cymatic TV, our sister channel, which is our channel all about energy. So either I'll see you there or I'll see you here. I thank you very much for all the support that you show for this channel through liking, sharing, subscribing, whatever which way you see fit through the YouTube system. To show your appreciation is very much appreciated from my side. Commenting as well, which is absolutely brilliant. So I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.